I want to remind everybody just how good that is. I mean, Royal Rumble is coming upon us. It'll be here next month. Go out of your way to watch Royal Rumble 2000. I watch it at least once a year.
Do you?
I think it's one of your best matches ever. I think it's Hunter's best match ever. I just think both of you guys are at the top of your game. It's brutal. It feels real. To have that type of match in front of that type of crowd, and then, you know, with that pretty gruesome-looking leg injury that Hunter suffers, it's just there's not many matches that are burned into my brain the way that one is.
It's a great one. And so much respect for Hunter, because just a few months earlier, had it not been for Steve's neck injury, I would have been out of the company.
Yeah.
I'd already, Vince said, you've had your last match, when I told him I was having trouble with my memory, remembering where I lived. And it was only after Steve's injury we agreed, all right, we're going to pull together for a few final months. And I was broken down. I fell down a few times in the ring when I teamed up with Al Snow and we took on Crash and Bob Holly, to the point where the SmackDown match had to be heavily edited to eliminate the Foley faux pas. So I did work as hard as I could to get in pretty good shape, but a lot of it had to do with Hunter making me believe that I was capable of competing on that level.
I want to go on record right now and say that you have sold yourself short, and I just realized.
How so?
You've been on this program for months bragging about being Mr. In Your House.
Yeah.
I think you're Mr. Royal Rumble. Hear me out. I realize that other folks maybe have won the Royal Rumble, maybe even more than once, maybe a few times. But if we forget for a minute that the Royal Rumble is more than just a match, we'd be dismissing everything that you did, because Royal Rumble 98, you wrestled 3 times, 3 characters. The very next year, that infamous I Quit match that people are still talking about as one of the most brutal matches of all time.
That was the Rumble.
And then Royal Rumble 2000, one of my favorite matches of all time, you and Hunter. Dude, you're Mr. Royal Rumble.
And then 2012, the Sock versus the Cobra.
Who can compete?
I am Mr. Royal Rumble.
You are. I'm glad. Now, if we can...
It was me, Austin.
You know, I don't think we can technically sell a shirt that calls you Mr. Royal Rumble, but by God, we can do our very best version of Mr. Reggie Jackson. You're Mr. January.
Mr. January.
Come on. Santa is here for December. But come January, when that calendar rolls over, I'm looking at Mr. January.
Also got a hell of a pop, brother, at the 2008 Rumble. Triple H and I square off, and there is such an eruption that I start trying to peer over his shoulder to see where the pop is coming from, what the source of it is. And
who else is here?
It's us.
Yes.
They love those rivalries.
Yes.
When they get a chance to relive that, they feel it.
Yes.
And it's one of the most rewarding parts of every Rumble. Is inevitably you're going to have a few of those standoffs, some of which don't get the reaction that you think they might, and others which get a tremendous reaction that wasn't factored in. I remember when before Mickie James and Trish had the standoff, it was discussed among people who aren't there anymore, and I don't want to pick on people, that the crowd might not remember that rivalry, which I thought was a load of malarkey as soon as I heard that. But when those two squared off, it was very clear that the crowd not only remembered it, but remembered it with great fondness.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, talk about it, hashtag it, do whatever you do. Mick Foley is Mr. January. Royal Rumble's his show, baby. A lot of us overdo it this time of year around the holidays. And then after the first of the year, somewhere on that New Year's resolution list is, man, we got to get in better shape. But you know, the reality is getting started and sticking to a program are 2 of the biggest obstacles to exercising. But now you can easily create a dynamic, personalized routine to your equipment and goals, all with the Fitbod app. With the Fitbod app, you can set goals and check your progress, but maybe most importantly, Fitbod keeps you motivated to keep working towards those goals. And of course, the app makes planning workouts easy. Now, Fitbod's algorithm will actually change and update your fitness plan as you go. So if you feel like you've plateaued or maybe you're not making enough progress, well, Fitbod's app will adjust all of that for you. How about that? You just add in your equipment, you pick a fitness goal, and Fitbod will create a routine for you. Whether you've been missing gym time or maybe you've hit that plateau, well, a fresh start has never been easier. And the app also switches up your exercises to avoid overtraining or burnout. And of course, your program changes based on your personal progress. We want to maximize your results, and that's what FitBod is all about. By the way, a full year of FitBod is less than the cost of a single session with a personal trainer. So join FitBod today and build a routine that grows with you without slimming down your wallet. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app free at our link in the description below, or go to fitbod.me/Foley. That's the link in the description, or fitbod.me/Foley, fitbod.me/Foley.